What's up guys, DuArktik with another Marvel Strike Force video, and in this video we're going to take a look at Fright or Flight. This is going to be the event that allows you to unlock Darkhaw for the Pegasus team, which is a must-have raid team that you need for the tech lanes. So this is going to be usable on Doom raids, this is going to be usable on the Incursion raids, and this team should last you a very long time. So this is definitely a character that you want to get your hands in as soon as possible. And on top of that, Darkhaw, he also has some value outside of raids, including Alliance Wars and Cosmic Crucible. So this is definitely one of those teams that you don't want to skip, and specifically this character. So in this video we're going to break down all the information that you need to know in order to complete this event as much as possible. And I'm also going to give you the new code for my Blitz teams. As you guys know, we have the best Blitz teams on the community. We even got a shout out from msf.gg because of that. It was the most shared link for the Blitz teams ever. And I'm gonna break down a few tips that you can use in order to improve your Blitz score as well. So as always, if you like information on these videos, make sure you share it with your friends on Facebook and Discord. If you're new to my channel, make sure to subscribe for more Marvel Strike Force content, and make sure you smash that like button like a boss. Okay, so first off, if you want to unlock just Darkhaw, you actually don't have to do much. You only have to do 3 rotations per day during the 7 days, and you have to spend 200 power cores. If you don't want to spend power cores, you still have to spend 50 power cores per day to participate on the Alliance event. But beyond those early 50 power cores, you don't have to spend much more, but you kind of have to do 5 rotations of Blitz per day. And this is just to make sure that you guaranteed get the Darkhaw, even if you get some bad luck and so on. In terms of the rewards, we have the typical rewards of gear, we have character shards guaranteed for him, we have monthly event items, and we have a few elite Force 5s and 6s, but the big prize here is Kestrel at 700 stars, which you might already have available. If you are a new player, this is definitely something you should aim for. Beyond that, we have Osmium, which is very important right now for Iron Man and also for this guy right here, the Ronin. And beyond that we have a bunch of tech gear, but I'm gonna be honest, like, tech gear does not matter much. So if you're not gonna spend any power cores, the milestone that you should be able to achieve is milestone 17, but of course this is going to require 8 rotations per day, and depends if you're gonna spend Blitz shards or not. You might be able to reach milestone 18, but don't expect too much, because as you guys know, it's just it's just hard to get a lot of milestone points from the Blitz event, because not only you have to win, you're also subjected to RNG, which sometimes is very good, other times not so much. So once again, to unlock the character, 3 rotations per day plus 20 power cores, and if you want to get milestone 17, I would aim for 8 rotations per day and those 50 power cores per day as well for the Alliance donations. Okay, so now that we know what we need to do in order for you to complete this event, let's take a look on how you can obtain the best Blitz teams for you right now. And these teams are updated quite often, because the power creep of the game is always increasing, and now with very good characters being available early on for new players, that means the power creep is going to be even higher. And these teams that I'm going to share with you, they were fairly tested, and if you guys want to help out the channel, make sure that you tell whoever you are sharing this information with, oh, I got these teams from DuArktik, make sure you subscribe to his channel and so on. Or you guys can do a donation or something, $5 always help, because putting this content behind the Patreon or something like that, it's not the best option, but we'll see. Anyway, moving on from this, let's focus on how can you obtain the best Blitz teams. So you want to go to marvelstrikeforce.com or msf.gg. You want to log in with your profile and your password, and then you want to click on your name and also on your profile picture. You want to go to Save Squads, and you want to go to your Blitz section. You are going to select all, and after you select all, you want to delete, because you need the empty space so you can post the new teams. Okay, so now I'm gonna copy my teams, I'm gonna share them, and this is going to give an import code. We're gonna copy that import code, and we also have the import link in case you want to share them directly. You will have the access, and this will open the website right away for you. Okay, so after you delete your teams, you want to go here to the top, import, then you want to select, then you want to import, press import here as well. You put the code, okay, you put the code, and this will paste all the new teams. Okay, after you paste all the new teams, you want to select all once again from the import section. You want to go back to the Blitz section, and then you paste all of your teams, and then you close this, and the teams are going to be saved. And there you go, you have all the best Blitz teams. Now, something that we can talk about, this is a great tip for Blitz, is that you want to make sure that all your teams have a difference in power of 10% or more. It should be like 11%, 12%, because this will allow you to shuffle the enemies a lot faster in case you are not able to progress further. So you get 3 enemies, all of these 3 enemies are very powerful, you cannot beat them. So if you change to the next team and they have less than 10% in terms of power difference, you are still going to have the same enemies to face. So once again, what you want to do is to have this gap of over 10% in order to shuffle the enemies faster. Let's take a look at this in action. We're gonna run through my Blitz teams, and I'm doing this video. We did a video last week. I can show you. Last week we shared the Blitz teams, but you guys have sent me like 20 messages already today for a new code, so let's do that. Okay, here we go. Let's get going. I'm already at 40 million points on this event, and the orbs I have been obtaining, it's crazy. Make sure you spend your Blitz charges. You want to make sure that you only use the 25s. You don't want to do more than that, because otherwise it's a waste. Okay, so here we go. Let's get started. Let's start off by attacking this Wolverine. Let's see if you're going to be able to win. And these teams, usually they have around 95% win rate. That means that with each rotation, you might lose 2 times if you are not careful. So if you are trying to speed up or so, you might lose a few times. But you can also go several rotations without losing, and this is what we are going to try to achieve. Some of these teams have to be mixed up with old characters, with new characters, just to make sure that they can keep up with the power creep of the game. So here we have Spider-Man big time. Wow, this is the biggest drop I have ever got, 1.5 on this specific event. So that was quite great. Ravagers, they are pretty much outdated, so we have to put a castle here to catch up. Morgan Le Fay is still one of the best characters in the game, so you don't have to worry about that. She lives beyond the power creeps. Wakanda, okay, we can go with Wakanda against this team. And these teams are made assuming that you have basic knowledge about the game. So, for example, if you are using any kind of symbiotes or anything like that, you want to go against minions. This team, we might lose against this one. Okay, no, Young Avengers, they are too strong. So, for example, here with Hela, you want to use your symbiotes against that kind of team. Here, this one, we might lose because of the Dead Bros. Let's see, depends on the size. We also have Nick Fury with the minions. Okay, we're able to win. This team has Super Scroll. So, if you don't have Super Scroll, you want to put Cersei on this team. Cersei is together with Silver Surfer, but she doesn't have to be. So, if you don't have Super Scroll, just put Cersei with a bunch of minions next to her, and you're gonna do just fine. Okay. Unlimited X-Men with magic, just to make sure they have more drain to keep themselves alive towards this meta. Then we have Astonishing with X23. Astonishing, they have bonuses against the minions. So, for example, you can face Hela, and you're gonna get additional speed bar because of that. But you're gonna take the easy road of facing those minions instead. Here we have Mr. Negative. Okay, I think we can beat this team easily. We should be able to flip any kind of negative effects from Mr. Negative. There we go. Gamora with Nebula. Let's see. This one should be easy. Here we go once again. Nice. She-Hulk and the Gamma team. Let's face Hela and Thor. We should have like insane amount of regeneration and positive effects, so no problem there. X-Men, X-Factor. Okay, let's go after X-Factor. They are pretty much outdated at this point, so we should be able to just destroy them. Secret Avengers with a bunch of minions. So as you guys can see, I cannot face any of these teams, so I'm gonna switch the team, and because the difference in power is over 10%, I'm gonna be able to get new enemies and attack them instead, and then I can go back and use the same team and see if now I have a good team that I can face. Okay, we can face this Venom team. This one should be pretty easy. All of the enemies have slow characters and characters with low damage. You also have to prioritize characters that have more single target damage than AoE attacks, because, well, more AoE... Oh, wow, we actually lost this. Yeah, the problem with Black Widow right now with Captain America, they are just way too powerful. So we got the first L. Hopefully it will be the only L. But yeah, guys, be careful with the Black Widows and Captain Americas, because their combo in Blitz is just insane. They get more health, they get immunity all the time, defense up all the time. It's definitely a very scary team to deal with Blitz. So avoid it as much as you can. Okay, Brotherhood with Weapon X destroying heroes for hire. Let's see if this... Okay, we're gonna be able to beat this military team. We're gonna be able to beat Thanos with this military team. Black Cat with Web Warriors, let's go. We are definitely gonna be able to beat this one with symbiotes and some other trash as well. We're gonna use Rebirth here. Okay, so yeah, as soon as Juggernaut becomes available, you're gonna be able to do one more team. So instead of 51 teams, you're gonna be able to do 52 teams. But if you spread your roster too thin, it might not be convenient. So you want to make sure that, yes, you have as many teams as possible, but at the end of the day, you have to win. So if your roster is spread too thin, you might not be able to win as much. And you want to make sure that you have solid teams. Okay, can we beat Ravagers with Underworld? I'm actually not sure. Let's find out who's the best minion team. Okay, I guess it's Underworld. Marauders against Kestrel, no. Okay, we should be able to beat this one with Wolverine. Hopefully we can clone a good character. We have Masters of Evil with Nobu. This team is very good because they have a bunch of positive effects. But unfortunately, two teams that we cannot face, enemies that we can destroy. This is one of those situations that we might have to lose on purpose, just to move on. Okay, these are outdated characters. Let's see if Nova can one-shot them. Nova should be able to one-shot them with Black Bolt and Yo-Yo. There we go. Now we go back and we're gonna use Hero Asgard. Oh, Black Widow again. Oof, I'm gonna lose. Okay, I didn't lose this time, but once again, be very, very careful with these Black Widows, because them and their crazy power creep is pretty much insane. And the people that say like Blitz requires no skill, then it's because you suck at the game. You just don't know what you're talking about. Blitz can be extremely difficult to master if you don't know what you're doing. You just have to memorize all the kits and recognize each of the characters that you are facing. And even sometimes the ISO weight that the enemies are using can be problematic. Okay, so Web Warriors or Symbiotes. I'm gonna try Symbiotes, but Uncanny X-Men these days are not that good. Okay, we're able to win. Quicksilver now should be able to destroy this team with Toad and with Gamora. Great, 190 fragments, great. Now we have... okay, we can use this one against Strife and Captain Marvel. Should be fine, the other characters are pretty much irrelevant. We have now the new team, the new Pegasus team. This is the team that we are aiming for with this video. With Darkhaw, with Iron Man, Tony, Pizza Tony. We also have Rescue and Ironheart. Here we have Hela. So for example, this is basic knowledge about the game. If you are facing Deadpool, you don't want to use your Hela, otherwise it's going to be an instant L. Here we have, we should be able to beat that one, but I'm not sure. Omega Red, he should be able to carry. Oh, okay, yeah, Nick Fury. Nick Fury these days, way too strong, so be careful with that. If you are not able to get the ultimate with Omega Red, and for this you might have to play on manual, You have to be definitely careful with that. Okay, so let's smash with Apocalypse. On the previous match, we were facing Black Panther. And Black Panther is usually a problem against Hela, but if it's only Black Panther, it's not a big deal. Now we have Black Order. Here we go, nice win. Now we have Bifrost. This is another team that might be a little bit iffy. Let's see if we're going to be able to destroy this Captain Marvel. Okay, there we go, nice. The problem with Bifrost is that they take a little bit to warm up. And it might be too late when you get them to attack. Okay, double Falcon and nothing else. We should be able to destroy those as well. Commander Canuck, we know where this guy is coming from. Now we have Val. Yeah, Val should be able to destroy this easy mode. Val is too strong. She can carry a bunch of characters. Another 190 and that's it. Okay, we have a few more teams. Dr. Doom with the Fantastic Four against Taskmaster. It should... Oh, Captain Marvel there. I'm gonna lose. Okay, I didn't lose, but that was very dangerous. Captain Marvel, she is very, very dangerous, so be careful with her. Now, Icarus against War Machine. This should be easy. Yes, there we go. And we have a Symbiotes with Kang. This is another great combo because of all the speed bar that I get with Kang. And now you have New Warriors with Punisher. So you want to go more often than not against villains, like we have right here, for additional damage. Another 1500, man. These drop rates, I was complaining that my drop rates were not so great, but they just got a lot better. Okay, let's try to destroy this one. I might lose. Sinister 6 right now is not so good. You want to make sure that you are facing like city hero characters. And that's it. So we did a full rotation. We used all the techniques in order to get as many wins as possible. We still have one more team to play against. Captain Carter. So let's see, let's find out. Captain Carter and Captain America might be problematic, but they are not so good against minions. So this is something that you also have to learn from experience, is that Rebirth, they are not good against minions. Okay, so there you go. That was a full rotation, and we got 6 million points on the Blitz. And towards the event, we got like 3,000 points or so, because we got a bunch of lucky drops. But this is what we have to do in order for you to be successful on the Blitz. Once again, if you want the code, let's take a look. We're gonna be able to go to import. I'll put the code here somewhere in the video so you guys can copy it and don't have to backtrack on the video. And that's gonna be the video, guys. I hope you guys enjoy it. Once again, if you want the best Blitz teams, you came to the right place. And if you're gonna share these Blitz teams with your friends, let them know that you got them from DuArktik. And as always, if you like the information on these videos, make sure you share it with your friends on Facebook and Discord. If you are new to my channel, make sure to subscribe for more Marvel Strike Force content, and I'll catch you guys later.